Hi there, myself Madhav Jha. I welcome you to CodeChef and let's have a look at this question.
The problem is buy lamps. Let's first have a read at the question. An electronic shop sells red and blue lamps. A red lamp costs X rupees and a blue lamp costs Y rupees. Find the minimum money chef needs to buy N lamps such that at least K of those lamps are red, where K will go from 0 to N. In short, what we need is, let's say we have N lamps, right? We need N lamps. So in these N lamps, K has to be equal to red and the rest N minus K can be red or they can be blue. The input format is simple. We will have t test cases and after that each line will contain n, k, x and y. For output, we have to output minimum money that chef will need to buy to get n lamps, in which, as we saw, k should be red. The constraints are very less. Test cases are less than 10 raised to 3. N goes from 1 to 10 raised to 8. K is, as we saw, from 0 to n. And x and y will go from 1 to 10. Let's see the sample input. So, as you can see, we have 4 test cases and then we have 4 lines. We have n, k, x, and y. Let's take the second one. Let's take this one, right? So, here we have n as 4, our k as 1, red will cost 3 and our blue will cost 1. So what we'll do is, since we know that we have to buy k, right? So our cost is equal to going to be r into k. Why? Because we need to buy k first. So it is 3. Then now we have n minus k left. That is 4 minus 1. That is 3. Now since the rest 3 can be any, right? The rest 3 can be red or can be blue. Since that is given, we will select whichever is the minimum. So we'll select minimum of r comma b. That is b, right? The minimum is blue. So we'll buy 3 blue. So our cost is actually going to be 3 plus 1 into 3. And that is equal to 6, right? So 6 is our answer. And you can see the same. 6 is our answer. So let's move to how we are going to solve it, right? So as we saw while solving the sample input, we can simply say we have n, k, x, and y. So let's say we have first cost, right? So we know that we have to buy at least k lamps and that has to be equal to red. We will simply say k multiplied by x because as we saw, x is the cost of red lamps. Now, we'll simply say cost plus is equal to, we will buy the rest of the lamps, right? So it is n minus k. But at what cost, right? We have to give some cost. So what we will do, we will simply find minimum of x and y. And there you have it. This is the simple problem of BUYLAMPs. I hope you understood the problem and the approach to solve it. In case you still have any doubt, you can ask them to our doubt solvers. Let me give you a tour on how you can do so. Move to practice problem section. Once you are there, choose a problem that you want to solve. Let's say you got stuck on this particular problem, that is bidding. Just open the problem and here you can go to ask a doubt. Then in the bottom left corner, you will see a widget that says ask a doubt. Just click on it. You can say, hey, start a new chat. Once you are there, you can type whichever question that you have. So let's say we want to ask, what are constraints? Right? Just click enter. And one of our doubt solvers will definitely solve your doubt instantly. So whenever you're stuck on a question, that is, you are stuck on a TLE or are not able to get an AC, feel free to ask your doubts to our doubt solvers and you will definitely get an answer. Let's check out the C++ code. So first of all, I have taken t test cases, and while this t loop runs, for every loop, we will call the function solve. In solve, I am taking input for n, k, x, and y. And as we discussed, first we will consider buying k red lamps. So cost is equal to k into x. Now that we have already bought k lamps, we are left with n minus k ones. So we are going to buy n minus k ones. But at what cost, right? We can buy either red or either blue. So we'll buy whichever one is the cheap. So we can simply say minimum of x comma y multiplied by n minus k. We'll add that to our cost and simply print it. This is the simple C++ code, and as you can see, I have got an AC. Similarly for Python, I have taken t test cases. Then in the solve function, I have taken the input n, k, x, and y. To buy red ones, cost is equal to k into x. And to buy the next n minus k ones, it is minimum of x comma y multiplied by n minus k. And at the end, simply print the cost. Since this was an easy problem, I hope you understood the approach and the code. Have a nice day and see you in the next video.